Hello, this is Lope Talk, and the focus of this presentation will be on strategies of how to engage 7th grade learners in science instruction. Diving right in, I cannot stress upon you more the importance of developing students' volition to use active inquiry in science instruction. We as educators should know that questioning is at the root of all sciences. Therefore, it is of the utmost importance that all learners within the science classroom never feels afraid to ask a question. This is the first step to developing students' active inquiry within science instruction. Equally important to students feeling welcome and encouraged to ask questions is helping students ask the right questions. Luckily, this line of academic questioning begins at the kindergarten level. In all scientific scenarios, students must always ask the who, what, when, where, why, and how. In learning physical science, students must pay particular attention to the what and the how. Through the learning of the scientific method, students will naturally begin to ask the right questions in order to come up with answers supported by testing and evidence. What always precedes the question, though, is curiosity. Students must be able to find interest in learning material if we as educators would ever hope to create any sort of student engagement with instruction. Understanding student interests and trying to best align those interests with instruction has proven to be beneficial to student engagement. Aligning instruction with student interests can take many forms. Among them are providing options for lab opportunities, providing options for group projects, giving students the option to choose their own learning groups, and also strategically grouping learners together for the sake of their gaining a new perspective, or by incorporating the language that students use during instruction or discussion as a part of our own content delivery. To help foster student engagement, teachers can also try assigning individual responsibility for group tasks. When assigning individual responsibility for group projects, grading would be respective and reflective of individual effort. A sure way to capture and hold the interest of students is by beginning a lesson with a quick, thought-provoking experiment that pertains to the new learning objective. For example, when beginning a new lesson on electricity, the teacher can show how a light bulb can be sparked while only using a common battery and a copper wire. When students can see for themselves how science works in real life and in sometimes magical ways, their willingness to learn increases all the more. It can also be beneficial to personalize the science concepts by putting it in the context of social studies and history. For instance, when teaching students about energy in the form of electricity, we can also mention the lives of famous scientists in history who have made noteworthy gains in this field of discovery, such as the works of Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla. Even further, when educators incorporate technology into their teaching practices, there is more potential to boost student engagement. Using educational videos to take learners beyond the confines of the traditional classroom can help focus their attention on the lived experiences of textbook learning concepts. This includes film on oceanography, geography, ecosystems, biology, and the list goes on. Likewise, using educational videos can also extend to allowing students to use their own cameras and recording devices to conduct projects outside of the classroom. Another relatively simple way to introduce technology into the classroom while still keeping in alignment with science learning standards is by providing students with access to computers or for research purposes or to challenge themselves with science games online. In truth, we as science educators should do as much as possible to provide learners with the space and opportunity to explore the world around them. All they need are the necessary tools to find and to be inspired with the desire to want to know more. Thank you.